Jade Cargill is ready to body slam the WWE Universe, talks potential Bianca Belair match. To ask if Jade Cargill is ready for the big stage is an understatement. The newest World Wrestling Entertainment WWE signee has been steamrolling her way through the competition since she debuted in rival company All Elite Wrestling (AEW) in November 2020, and things are about to get even bigger for her. News of her AEW contract expiring this month was one of the biggest talking points in the sports entertainment world. A free agent like Cargill doesn't come around often, and the commotion of whether she would resign or find a new home was all that fans could talk about. Despite all the chatter, one thing was for sure. Fans wanted to see the 5 feet 10 inches powerhouse compete in a WWE ring. The professional wrestling gods heard those prayers on Tuesday as the sports entertainment behemoth announced Cargill had signed a multi-year deal with the WWE. There hasn't been a WWE signing with this much hype behind it for quite some time, and there's a huge reason for that. Big Jade's intoxicating confidence has already attracted eyes, but her nearly 3-year tenure in AEW was legendary, and not many can say they had a fiery debut like hers. She arrived in AEW working a program with the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and his wife Brandi that saw her team up with NBA Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal in a winning effort. What was more impressive was her dominating singles career that saw Cargill become the inaugural TBS champion, which she held for a record 508 days and included an incredible 60-match win streak. A resume like Cargill's can only be found amongst the elite talent in the industry, and she's fully aware that she's in a rare space most of her peers aren't even close to reaching. As she tells Complex, she's the combination of everything that makes a superstar, and it's hard to deny that with what she's accomplished already. Everybody knows who Jade Cargill is, she said. This wrestling community knows who I am. They knew who I was before I stepped foot over here. She continued, I'm the total package, I'm it. I step into the room, and the aura just flows through my skin, and people want to know, what does she do? You have no idea. The expectations surrounding the 31-year-old are incredibly high given what she's accomplished already and being the first WWE signee under TKO Group Holdings, the new merger between Vince McMahon's company and the UFC. It's understandable if there's a feeling of anxiety once someone begins stepping with the big dogs, but in Cargill's case, this next stage isn't something she'll need to adjust to as she genuinely believes she can do anything. Complex sat down with Jade Cargill to speak about her joining WWE, her legacy at AEW, the transition between companies, dream WWE matchups, and more. For the first time in a decade, the WWE's Naomi is not here for fan support. Having admitted to being the one who took out Jade Cargill earlier this year, Naomi is in hot water. The split of the Big Three will be felt all throughout WrestleMania weekend, as Bianca Belair has a title match as well. But the grudge match of WrestleMania weekend is undoubtedly Naomi versus Cargill. With the most organic build for a non-title match in some time, we have palpable bad blood between these two ladies. It's been a while since fans have seen this side of Naomi. Heck, many who are tuned in these days probably weren't watching from the days that she was a funkadactyl. Regardless of all of that, I can assure you that Naomi is ready for this moment. In 2015, Naomi was in a faction that included Tamina Snuka and Sasha Banks' Mercedes Moné. Collectively, they were known as T-Bad, and for a short time, they were one of the more hated stables on SmackDown. However, as a fan, I definitely felt that her new presentation wasn't received how it should have been. I think we all thought that her heel turn then was premature. Naomi stomps Jade Cargill during SmackDown at Unipol Arena on March 21, 2025 in Bologna, Italy. Photo: Andrew Timms, WWE via Getty Images. So much has happened in Naomi's career. One of the cool things that she accomplished after 2015 was becoming the first WWE Women's Tag Team Champions along with Sasha Banks. It was a sign from the WWE that they were ready to invest in more stories for their women's roster on-screen, or so we thought. Citing frustrations with the creative team at the time, the team infamously walked out on the WWE. Fans and commentators alike believed that their walkout was justified. Ultimately, the ladies were fired. Naomi and Banks moved on to other promotions. Banks eventually debuted in the number 2 promotion in the country in All Elite Wrestling. While Naomi on the other hand, had a very successful run in total non-stop action wrestling. The time that Naomi spent at Impact allowed her to grow her work in and out of the ring without the WWE umbrella. It's my belief that her solo run in TN.
Jade Cargill fires back at Rikishi for supporting Naomi's attack. Jade Cargill fired back at WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi today for supporting Naomi during her betrayal. The Glow took responsibility for Cargill's attack this past Friday night on SmackDown after the former AEW star returned to attack her during the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Rikishi is the father of Jimmy Uso, who is married to Naomi in real life. The veteran shared a clip from his Off the Top podcast on his Instagram story today, revealing that he will be supporting Naomi throughout this situation. Rikishi suggested that Cargill made a mistake by putting her hands on his daughter-in-law. The 32-year-old responded to the legend today on X and claimed that she didn't care what he had to say. She added that Naomi deserved everything that was coming to her, and you can check out the NSFW message by clicking here. Bianca Belair was in a tag team with Jade Cargle when she was brutally attacked on the November 22, 2024, episode of WWE SmackDown. Belair won the Women's Elimination Chamber match to earn a title match at WrestleMania. The 35-year-old will be challenging for the Women's World Championship at the Show of Shows next month. Former WWE manager reacts to Naomi admitting she was behind Jade Cargill's attack. Wrestling legend Dutch Mantel recently commented on Naomi admitting she was the one who attacked Jade Cargill last year on WWE SmackDown. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bro Down show, Mantel noted that the veteran's reason for the attack made sense. The veteran stated the 37-year-old wanted the former TBS champion out of the way so she could be in a tag team with Bianca Belair. But she gave a reason. She gave a reason because she thought Jade was in the way of her and Bianca, which kind of makes sense, and she didn't want to accept the thought she was between them, which gives a little bit of a reason why she did it. Jade Cargill has not competed since the November 11, 2024, episode of WWE Raw. It will be fascinating to see how she goes about getting her revenge on Naomi on the road to WWE WrestleMania 41. After Jade Cargill, Naomi to secretly attack another major WWE star due to recent events. Exploring the possibility, WWE superstar Naomi recently revealed herself as Jade Cargill's mystery attacker. The Glow said that she acted for the sake of her friend Bianca Belair, as she couldn't see the storm leech off her success. Interestingly, there is a chance that the SmackDown star could now secretly attack Iyo Sky for the same reason. The Women's World Champion recently did an in-ring segment with the est of WWE and Rhea Ripley. Mommy asked Belair why she was sitting at ringside for their match and accused her of helping Iyo Sky. Ripley also said that Belair should have minded her business with Naomi and Jade Cargill instead of meddling in hers. The Damage Control member tried to stop the other two wrestlers from arguing but was shoved aside by Mommy. Sky tried again but was shoved away by Bianca Belair this time. In response, the Japanese superstar